More than
super.
more than the music, though, I think we should talk about the message and the meaning behind the
Yes,
song.
please, definitely.
Yes.
Which is why we're so proud of this song.
Mhm.
So the song stems from the idea that we live in a society that makes us wear masks.
Mm-hmm.
In order to be happy, we have to put on our happy face.
Mm-hmm.
Even though people are deteriorating on the inside, society tells you do A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
You're going to be happy. You want to make $1 million? Go on Facebook. You'll get 500 tips, you know?
Oh, God.
And, taking that idea of the person that has to put on this surreal mask in order to pretend in front of 1,000 people that they're happy.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the day, going home, staring at themselves and not even recognizing themselves is something that we wanted to portray both in the lyric content and in the video clip that's coming out this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So we took that idea of the mask and our message. We wanted to start a conversation because the optimal outcome of what society does to you is you get to that low point where there's no more happiness, and then we see suicide. And we
Jeez.
wanted to start that conversation as a band that it's a real thing that happens everywhere around us. And instead of saying, oh, I could have never known, she seems so happy,
Yeah,
We-
yeah. You always hear that whenever these things happen. It's like, wow, I had no idea. They're always smiling, always laughing. But
Right.
that's just like the mask,
That is the mask. So our message as a band is actually very positive. Is unmask yourself, deal with what's going on the inside,
Yes.
talk about it, have that conversation. And, as a band, we've been getting a lot of teenagers now that are coming up to us, looking up to us, especially from the LGBTQIA community
Sure.
that has been greatly affected by this phenomenon, right? And we just want to show them that there are people who care, there are artists that care. We do want to talk about this through our music, but also through the video clip, and I can't wait to share it with everybody. I'm looking forward to sharing this song with everybody.
Definitely, yeah. And especially, you talk about the teenagers. Of course, these days, kids are being bullied in whole new horrible ways. It used to be if you had a bully, you avoid them in the hall, you're good to go. Now they're texting you, they're messaging on Facebook, Twitter, so forth. There was like no escape. So I think, especially for like teens these days, they're being abused in whole new awful ways. So and like depression's a big thing. We're always hearing about so and so kid killed himself, they hung themselves, they whatever, and it's heartbreaking because these are kids. They shouldn't be dealing with this crap, but it's still happening to them, and they don't talk about it.
I agree with you. I think it does stem from the fact that a lot of people that are a little bit older don't realize that society has changed. And
Yeah.
the bullying is not your football player pushing you up against the lockers anymore.
No, it's
It's hacking and, like all these things that you said.
Yeah, it's like people telling you, "Oh, kill yourself," or "You're awful, you're ugly, no one's ever gonna like love you." It's and the parents like, "Oh, just tough it out, just water off a duck's back." It's like, no, it's hard to do that though when they are constantly messaging you every single day.
Yeah.
It's ugh.
It's nothing you can tough out. It's
No,
something that
it's
you
not.
can communicate, though.
Yes.
And that's why it's very important that it is communicated, and it's not just all happening within that computer and stays within that laptop where, your classmates see it, but nobody else really does,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I'm just kind of curious. Talk about this. Is this something that the two of you have had to work through, or know someone who dealt with this kind of stuff?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's, the song is, I guess, it could be up for interpretation.
Yeah.
So it's just about being at the end, and you just had it with life, and you are, sick of pretending and using so much energy to fake a smile.
Mm-hmm.
So you're contemplating suicide at this point.
Yeah.
It doesn't. There's not necessarily a topic.
Sure.
We did choose to use specific topics in our music video.
Mm-hmm.
We chose to. Should we?
Yeah, absolutely. A little spoilers for
Exactly.
for the
Sure.
Tell us
Why
all
not?
about it.
We're
Come
so
on.
close.
So, should I or let's have a dialogue about this.
Alrighty.
I feel like a community that's very underrepresented in terms of social issues is the trans community.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to show It's not quite as graphic, but you know, just the word itself, suicide, is graphic enough as it is, right?
Sure, yeah.
Our video clip does deal with trans suicide. That's the opening line. However, like I said, we are starting a conversation with this song that applies to everyone. That's just one of the topics that we wanted to highlight because it's very important for the communities that are underrepresented or misrepresented, you know, for their truth for us to shine some light on their truth.
Mm-hmm.
And so we do have a lot of trans themes in our video clip.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we both felt that it was very important that we do so, both in the video clip and in the lyrical content of the song too.
Okay. All right, folks. Well, we are going to take a little break and actually play one of the songs from the band. This one is called "Alone,"
Oh, all right.
which I listened to earlier today as I was getting things prepped. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. This thing is amazing.
Thank you very
So
much.
I'm gonna play it for you guys, and when we come back, we're gonna be talking more about music videos, new music, tours, because I know we have a number of. I think you've toured on a couple different occasions, and we love tour stories on this show.
Oh, wow. Oh, no.
You don't tell all of them, but you know, maybe. But we'll talk in a little bit. So here we go. CDY Blackout, WEMF Radio. Enjoy.
I hear the ticking of the clock